Welcome to Hotel The Mitsui in Kyoto, Japan. My name is Nick Gray, and I've been touring around all these hotels throughout Tokyo and Kyoto, staying at some of the best rated Marriott Bonvoy properties. I think this one is my favorite. It just received 3 Michelin keys. Well, on my tour today, I'm going to show you inside my room with a king bed. I'll show you down at the gym. We'll try to take a look at the spa. We'll see some of the restaurants. We'll see the lobby and more inside. By the way, you will not see this on anyone else's video, and that is the library. Let me go take you in there now. This is the lobby though. Watch to feel this. This is where you're gonna check in when you come right in. And then the lobby here is so nice. Look at this. I'll show you where I put my stuff down this morning, which is right over here. So I'm jet lagged myself and I've been waking up way too early. In the morning I found that the library right over here, hold on, I gotta show you this first. I'd like to know if there's any koi fish. My room is right up there, which I'm gonna take you to next. But first, this is looking outside. Okay, here's the lobby that I promised to show you. I mean the library, look at this. The book selection that they have over here at the library. And I promise I've watched all the other Hotel The Mitsui videos here on YouTube, and nobody else talked about all the different books that they have here at this library. You can find things about the history of the museum on the nearby museum. I'll show you that. That's the history of this property and the Mitsui family that started this, as well as really an excellently curated selection of books that you can check out and look at. I think this is like a design collection of books here. I just love finding new books on my tours and on my trips around the world. But this is something you have to see. And that's the old history of what the Mitsui property was. Now, I know what you want to see. You want to see the room tour and you want to see the gym. I'm going to take you there, but I just want to note what this original property was, because the Mitsui family was an old industrialist family here in Kyoto, Japan. And in the 1600s, they had like a conglomerate. They were a dry goods store. They were really the first ones ever to have fixed pricing instead of like bartering for all of your prices. They became a huge family. They bought all this land. They built a beautiful home here, and then they sold it. Now it's a hotel. It's one of only 6 in all of Japan that has the 3 Michelin keys. Well, let's go up to my room now and I'll show you more inside. All right, Hotel Mitsui, room 445. As we go in, I'd like to give you a little tour of this room. This is a king-size room with a single king bed that has the garden view look. Now, it's about sunset here, but this is an idea of how your room is gonna look. I've got a lot of neat things to show you in here, including the tea selection, the bathrobes, the pajamas, and a little bit more. Check this out. All right, let's start with the bed. Next to the bed, you can see 2 different nightstand areas. Now, one thing, if you've seen in my other videos, I always look to know, do we have a power cable? Yes. And do we have a USB plug? Yes. Although it is the old USB-A, but still good. Looking more to see what else we have over here at the desk area, you can see that they've left me some snacks, which is great. Some welcome snacks, including rock candy and other things. I love these little snacks. These snacks are so good. Next to here, we have a stationery box, cool stationery, some power plugs, which is convenient, and then this little bench, which I really like to work at. This is the garden view. So the garden view, your room at night will look into a really pretty garden just like this, as you can see down below. The rooms have 2 different sheer screens. One's a blackout curtain and the other is a screen here. That's controlled by these little switches next to the bed. Well, you're gonna love this bed, and you're also gonna love the tea and coffee selection over here that I'd like to show you now. I love green tea. And at these Japanese hotels, by the way, this box is so lightweight. It just makes me feel like it's, oh, so good. All right, so here's the tea selection. You can also see the regular Nespresso machine. This is what some of the teas are offering. Can't wait to show you a little bit more. If you're curious what else we have inside here, this is a table tray. This one, we've got our wines, espressos, and some other teas that are right down here. You can see it's TWG, Twinings Tea. We've got vanilla bourbon and English breakfast, as well as some sugars, and those are the Nespresso packets. I like the mugs that they have. Those are pretty nice. Here's our mini bar selection, as well as the kettle, which is right here. Well, let's go take a look at the bathroom because wow, you have not seen this tub is awesome. I love this bathtub. This is so nice. And then to the bath. Here's what the amenity box looks like. The amenity box has a lot of different offerings, things that you can use, including mouthwash, a little exfoliator thing. I love, absolutely love how the soap is set up, as well as this water cup. Really freaking cool. I'm sorry if this is so boring to you and you're like, why do I want to see the water cup? I think it's these little touches almost. Things like this really nice and plush bathrobe, of which there's two here. Let's look inside of the shower. You can see the shower has the shower head, as well as the raindrop part, and this huge, enormous Japanese style bath. Well, after your bath, you might want to get cozy, and that's where you're going to use these pajamas. So you've got some pajamas, which is pretty nice, as well as the restroom. Pretty straightforward, but it's a cool bathroom. I like that bathroom. And that's about it. Cute little setup here. We put our shoes, bags over here. We'll continue the tour as we walk around. I like this room a lot so far. So one thing that you may notice is that I'm wearing the custom pajamas here at Hotel The Mitsui, and also the slippers, which I really appreciate. They noticed that I am a Western footwear size, which is a very large foot. I really like the pajamas. I've enjoyed this hotel. What else is interesting? The green tea is very fantastic. So I want to show you a little bit of the, I guess, behind the scenes of some of the everyday design elements here at the hotel. And this is the hallway where we're walking down to go into the breakfast restaurant. You're looking out onto the garden right here, which is really nice to see. By the way, I'm here during January, which is probably the least nice time to come. Trust that if you come here another time, it's gonna be beautiful outside. But what I wanna show you now is some of the design style. Let me see actually if I can just pop back into the breakfast real quick, and I will see if they will let me just snap a picture real quick. Ohayou gozaimasu. May I take a picture? Here, it's okay? Okay, thank you. So I just want to show you a quick photo. This is what I showed yesterday. Wow, look at this really nice sculpture. I really like that object. There's little things like this around the hotel, little design objects that are just so good. And this is the breakfast buffet. So this is where you're gonna come down here for the breakfast in the morning. I think I showed yesterday what it looked like. Oh, Risha, good morning. But now I'll show you something else. Anyhow, the breakfast, I'm just gonna show you guys now. Let me just show you real quick. I can't resist showing the food again because it is really so nice. And since nobody is here, then now is a good time to do that. Good morning. I'll just show what the breakfast looks like. Here is the incredible breakfast buffet. Look at all of the salad, all of the different options. There's a great fruit plate. Here's some salmon. By the way, you can also order things on the menu that are just absolutely fantastic. And for now, good morning, ohayou gozaimasu. I loved these hash browns that I had them yesterday, which were so good. And now here's the fruit that I mentioned yesterday. And there's some fruit plates over here. There's fresh juices, which look so good. And then this is the bread area and the bread station. Let me take you back. I'll show you the next thing. Hold on one second. And okay, this is what I wanted to show you. So I'm back out here And while I have the chance, I'm just gonna show you the design style of what it looks like inside one of the public bathrooms. And when I say public, I mean it's only open here inside the hotel. But this is the vibe of what you're going to experience around the hotel. And it's just little things that are so nice. Little things like these little towels. Of course, you've seen these at other luxury hotels, but it's just nice to have these. Of course, all the bathrooms have bidets and things like that. But this is that immaculate vibe, that really good premium feeling that I really like here at the Hotel The Mitsui. Hi, and welcome. I'm wearing workout clothes that the hotel lent to me, and I'd like to take you down into the gym and maybe show you the sauna. We're here on level B1. This is the Thermal Springs Spa level, and I'll show you the gym first. Now, here in Japan, as I've said, it's very difficult to film. By the way, this is this awesome view that you can see going down here, and I really like this. This is going down back to the sauna. But for now, let me take you into the gym. The gym here it leaves a little to be desired, I guess, compared to the Ritz-Carlton in Tokyo. I'll make an update, by the way. Check out my video for the Ritz-Carlton here in Kyoto. I'm going there right after this, and I'll provide a similar review. But here's the gym. Let's look inside. We can see 1, 2, 3 treadmills, 1 elliptical, some nice techno gym equipment, and then a lot of free weights. Now, some people always ask me in the comments, what free weights are there? We can see some from 4 kilograms all the way up to 22 kilograms. Wow, I love this, that this is a foam roller over here. Here's another foam roller, some sort of a ball, and then a Smith machine, as well as a rowing machine, and 4 bikes and exercise bikes. This is the gym. Let me think how I will show you the spa. Let's just walk down this way while we're doing it. Now, the Hotel Mitsui, as I've said before, already has 3 Michelin keys. It is one of only 6 hotels here in Japan to receive that incredible rating. And as we walk down to this spa area, they never let me film, but I want to show you what it looks like here as we walk down these halls. Let's see if I can walk backwards as I'm doing this. All right, come on. I hope I don't bump into anybody. This should be a cool effect. Now, we're underground here, but you can still feel these gates, potentially alluding to the Meiji Shrine type stuff. It feels like that to me. I like the design style at this hotel, and I really think you're gonna like it too. Come on. Well, here is my conclusion of how I feel about the Mitsui Hotel. I have stayed here for the last few nights and I really enjoyed it. Perhaps my favorite hotel in all of Japan. And yet there are a few things that did bother me. I'll say that the light switches in the room were more designy than they were functional. I had a hard time sometimes figuring out exactly how to turn all the lights off. I never could really figure out how to turn all the lights off in the bathroom. The breakfast was fantastic. The grounds are great. The location is awesome. Now, how does this compare to the Ritz-Carlton? Well, watch my next video to see the Ritz-Carlton Kyoto for how exactly it compares to the Mitsui, because that's where I'm headed right now. We loved the onsen, and the fact that it's a group onsen with both sexes, men and women, I really like that. If you're coming here with a loved one, a partner, a fiance, maybe on your honeymoon, this is one of the only places where you both can enjoy that experience together. And yet, the onsen is downstairs in the basement. It wasn't like outdoors. As I say this right now, snow is coming down outside. It is quite beautiful looking out onto the garden. The service here, by the way, I have to note that was amazing. The concierge was so helpful for us to make reservations. I really appreciated that. The design was fantastic. There's just an air of calmness around the whole space. And last but not least, definitely check out the library. I mentioned it before, but man, I got some books and I read them back in the room. All the TVs have Netflix, by the way, which is really nice to just hang out and enjoy some time in your room, maybe. I like the pajamas. I like the gym clothes. This was a great hotel. I highly recommend it. I hope you have a great time at the Mitsui Hotel, the Hotel Mitsui, here in Kyoto, Japan. Konnichiwa.